So let's start with the basic VLOOKUP function usage. I will show you this on the basis of the dataset, which shows usage of fuel for cars. And we're gonna try to do here the measuring of the data. So here we've got data on cars, what was the usage of the cars in a specific month, both of the fuel as well as how many kilometers they've covered. And in the next sheet, we've got the vehicles, so the description of the whole vehicles. So in this case, we know what was the specific car brand, type, and then what is the capacity of the car, which year it was produced. What we want to get here now is to get the brand and the type from vehicles, so from here to this data sheet, because we're going to use it further on at the end of the section for very sophisticated analysis. So to use the VLOOKUP function, we have to have some sort of a thing which helps us connect the thing from this data set with the vehicles. And this will be referring to as an ID. So in the case of those two data sets, the ID we're going to be using is the registration plate. So by registration plate, we're going to try to get the data from the vehicle dataset and put it here. So how we use the VLOOKUP function? So we just type the VLOOKUP, then we point it out to the ID. So since we're going to use the registration plate to identify the data from the other dataset, we put it here. Then I have to tell him where he should be looking for. So since this will be the data set, so we go here, we take the whole table, then you press this, and then he asks you from which column he should get the data. Since we want to get the brand, this will be the second column in the table we have marked. So our table starts from A and goes to J. So I put 2. And then the last thing he asks me about is from whether he should be doing the exact match or the approximate match. Since the registration number is something specific to every car, we want to have the exact match. So we put 0 here. So as you can see, he took the brand of the car from this data set and put it here. Let us check whether he was right. So let's look for this here. So as you can see, exactly, it was a Peugeot like it was shown here by so it works. In order to use it further on, we have to block the address here. So we go here and press A4, and the same goes for this. So once we have it, we can also get the type. Because I'm lazy, I'm just gonna copy the text and put it here as a formula. Since we marked the whole table here, we can use the same function. The only thing we have to tell him is to take from column 3, so C, instead of B, which is the second column of our table. So this is what we gonna do. So I put here 3, and then I've got the passenger type. So if you press like this, you should have the whole data set field. So we managed to merge those two data sets by adding those two columns from vehicles.